In this video, let us learn access specifier in Java. Access Java access specifiers, more accurately called as access modifier. These are used to control the visibility and accessibility of classes, fields, constructors, and methods. Java has following access specifiers: private, default, protected, and public. First, private. The private members of the class can be accessible only within the class where it is declared. Second one is default. It's also called as package private. It can be accessible only within the same package. No explicit keyword is used to declare the default access specifier. If no access modifier is specified, it defaults to package private. The third one is protected. It can be accessible within the same package and subclasses in the different or other packages. The fourth one is public. It can be accessible irrespective of any packages for the public. So now we will create one Java project. Now we will explore how access specifiers in Java works. Yes, we need to create one project. We need to create a go to new file, new project, Java project. The project name is access specifier. Access specifier, and select the, and this is the location in which Java project need to be created, or we need to go with Java automation. So we need to go for different workspace. We need to select Java automation workspace. This is the one we have selected, and JDK 21. Now if you can go to advanced settings, project name is fine. Okay, now if you can click on, by default it is going to create IntelliJ project, the build system. Now click on create. It creates a new project. So once after creating the project, first we need to create a package called P1. In this package we need to create a class. The class name is protected. So this protected class contains the four types of variables: private, int, private underscore a is equal to 100. Second one, int default underscore b is equal to 200. Next one, protected int protected underscore c is equal to 300. The fourth one, public int the public underscore d is equal to 400. We have declared four different types of access specifier: private, default, protected, and public for integer variables. Now I need to define the constructor. The constructor name and class name always must be the same within protected class constructor, or inside protected class constructor. We will try to print each variables: private a, second one default b, and third one protected underscore C. We'll try to print the value stored in these variables. And last one we'll try to print it, that is public underscore D. So now we should have a main method, main class to execute it. Main demo or execution demo, it is the main package. We'll make it as a execution demo or execution main or main execution. We'll make this particular package name as a main execution. Within this package, we can create a class execution demo. This class contain public static void main. Now we will execute protected class constructor. We need to execute the protected class constructor. For that purpose, we need to create an object. So we need to take the class name protected p1 is equal to new protected of, or instead of p1 you can make it as obj1 also, obj1. As soon as if you can create an object, it provides compilation error. So the reason is in this way, the class protected is available in p1 package and we are trying to execute main method of the class execution demo. This execution demo is available in package called main execution. So we are trying to access from one package to another package. For that purpose, we should import this particular class. So now if we can execute, it will print all the output. It prints the output of private is 100 and default is 200, protected is 300, public is 400. As per the definition of private, the private members of the class can be accessible within the same class. See, within the protected class only we are trying to access the private variables. So that's the reason we can able to get output of all the variables. Next one, in P1 package, if we have a subclass in P1 package, and this subclass extends protected class in the same package only. So now we need to define the constructor. And we need to try to print the same value one more time. Whatever the variables are available, everything we should be print in this particular class. The name we need to provide inside subclass in P1 package. As soon as if we can try to print variables, the first one called the line number 8 start giving compilation error. The reason is behind the private members of the class can be accessible only within the class where it is declared. Currently, the private underscore a, it has declared in a class called protected, but we are trying to access in a which one? Subclass. So we can't able to access. For execution purpose, I would like to comment this particular line. Otherwise, we are getting the compilation error, we are not getting the output. Now, in order to get this particular output, we need to create an object for the subclass in P1 package. For that particular class, we have to create an object. Execute constructor. So again, we need to create obj2 is equal to new subclass in P1 package. Start giving the compilation error. Already we are aware about this is the reason we are supposed to import this particular class because subclass in P1 package, this class is available in P1 package, but we are trying to execute in other package called main execution package. The class name called execution demo. That's the reason we should import. Now if we can execute, it provides the output. And what can be the output it provides? Whether it provides output for only for these 3 lines or including this line it will provide only this output? No. Along with this output, it must provide the output of which one? Production class output. See, have you remembered with respect to inheritance? The subclass, if it is the subclass always calls, executes superclass. The no ers constructor is called by default within the body of the subclass constructor in this way. So every subclass constructor, the superclass no ers constructor has called by default. Because of this reason, you don't need to specify explicitly. It has called by default. So for that purpose, I would like to comment this particular line. But even though it provides the output of superclass output and as well as subclass output. So this is the output of superclass and again it provides the output of the subclass. So even if we can remove this particular line, super of this line also, we are getting the same output. Save this particular changes. Now if we can execute, it provides the same output. So this is the output of protected class. This is the output of subclass. The next case, if P1 contains an independent class in P1 package. For better understanding purpose only, I am providing the complete name. Even if you can provide independent class also fine. So this class contains a constructor. The constructor name must be similar to the class name. And here we are trying to access all the members of the which one? Production class. And here we need to provide inside protected class independent class in P1 package class constructor. As soon as if we can call these variables, everything is giving compilation error. So what can be the solution? Either you need to declare the same variable in a independent class or create an object for a protected class. Yes, we'll create an object for protected class. So we'll need to take P1 is equal to new. So instead of providing a name called P1, better you can provide O. Now we'll try to access O dot because these are members of the which one? Protected class. These are the members of the protected class. So based on our observation, except provide, so remaining members we can able to access. So we need to, since it has a compilation error, we can't able to run it. For execution purpose, we'll comment this particular line. Now what can be the, now we need to create an object, we need to execute this particular constructor. So how we can able to run it? Execute class constructor obj3 is equal to new obj3. This also provides a compilation error. The reason we are accessing from P1 package, from one package to another package we are trying to access, we should import. Now we would like to get the output only for the which one? Independent class. That's the reason we are commenting the subclass in P1 package. So as soon as if we can execute, what can be the output? Output only for these three lines? No. Along with these three lines, it provides the output of which one? Protected class output also. So we need to investigate what is the reason for this particular compilation error. Okay, the reason is in this way. We have an extra flower bracket. Because of that reason, we are getting the compilation error. That's fine. We'll try to run it. When we're trying to run it, what can be the output? Only for these three lines? No. Along with these three lines, we are getting the protected class output also we are getting, constructor output. What is the reason behind? Because we are creating the object here. That's the reason it executes protected class constructor, then it provides the output of these three lines. Again, if we can execute, yes, it provides the output of protected class constructor, and afterwards inside the independent class constructor output it provides. So based on this example, what is our conclusion? The conclusion is in this way. We'll open the Excel file. So we need to make it as a conclusion now. So this is private, default, protected, and public. And we'll write here class in P1 package, subclass in P1 package, and independent class in P1 package. So I would like to highlight this particular one. Go to home, select here. We can make it as all borders. So now, can we access private members in the class in the P1 package? Protected class in P1 package. Yes, we can access everything. Or we can say same class in P1 package. Same class in P1 package. Yes, everything we can able to access. What about in subclass? Private, no. Except private, everything we can able to access. What about independent class? Except private, everything we can able to access. What is the conclusion it here? The conclusion is in this way. In the same package, except private members, remaining package private, protected, and public can be accessible irrespective of any class. In the same package, we can accessible. Thank you.